Welcome back everybody to episode 4 of Tuesday Transfer Talk. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the craziest transfers that have happened over the last 2 weeks in football. If you guys didn't already know, last week I did not upload a Tuesday Transfer Talk because, to be honest, the market was kind of dry and there wasn't too many good transfers. So in this week's episode, I'll be talking about all the crazy transfers that have happened over the last 2 weeks. Now let's get right into this video. And before I talk about all the confirmed transfers, there is a crazy situation going on between Mbappe and PSG, and I have to talk about it. Kylian Mbappe is now up for sale on the transfer market from PSG. Obviously, the board of PSG wanted an answer from Mbappe on whether or not he would extend his contract or leave the club this summer, and they wanted an answer by July 15th, and Mbappe has not yet given them an answer. And for that reason, they have decided to put him up for sale right now. PSG have now stated that Mbappe will not be coming with them on their tour to Japan, and he will be staying back in Paris with a few other players that have been excluded from their squad for next season. This is a crazy situation. Let me know in the comments down below, which club do you think Mbappe will sign with if he does end up leaving PSG this summer? Now, let's get right into the transfer talk. The first transfer I'm going to be talking about is Josko Gvardiol is leaving RB Leipzig and joining Manchester City. The two clubs have officially agreed on a fee, but that amount has not yet been disclosed. But there have been sources saying that the fee could be upwards of 100 million euros. That is absolutely crazy. To be fair, Gvardiol had an amazing year last season in the World Cup, in the Bundesliga, and even in the Champions League. He played phenomenally in all of those competitions, and to be honest, he is one of the best center backs in the world. I think that one of the main reasons why Manchester City want Gvardiol is because of his versatility. Last season with RB Leipzig, he tried playing in both the 4-back formation and a 3-back formation, and that is exactly what Man City do. Sometimes they play 4-back, sometimes they play 3-back, and that is why they need players with a high level of adaptability, and that is exactly what Gvardiol has. And I think that that is the reason why Pep Guardiola wants him so much, and that's why I've given it an 8.5 out of 10. The second transfer I'm going to be talking about is Moussa Diaby is leaving Leverkusen and joining Aston Villa for a reported fee of 50 million euros plus add-ons. Moussa Diaby will be joining Aston Villa on a 5-year contract, and this is the third big transfer that Aston Villa have made so far this summer. First, signing Pau Torres from Villarreal, second, signing Youri Tielemans from Leicester City, and now signing Moussa Diaby from Bayer Leverkusen. I think that Moussa Diaby will be a great player for Aston Villa because over the last few years with Leverkusen, he has shown that he is a quality winger. Amazing pace, amazing dribbling, good passing ability, and I think that under Unai Emery, he will really excel. And that is why I think that this is a great transfer, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The next transfer I'm going to talk about is Harvey Barnes is leaving Leicester City and joining Newcastle. Newcastle have paid a fee of around £37 million to the championship team, and Harvey Barnes will be joining them on a 5-year contract until 2028. Obviously, Leicester have been selling a lot of their players recently as they just got demoted from the Premier League to the championship. And Newcastle saw this as an opportunity to get another young player in their squad, and that is exactly what they're doing. I think that getting another winger on Newcastle is a great idea because there have been reports of Alain Saint-Maximin possibly leaving the club and joining a Saudi Arabian team this summer. So to replace Alain Saint-Maximin, I think a young, energetic player in Harvey Barnes is going to be a great replacement, and I'm going to give this transfer an 8 out of 10. Next up, Xavi Simons has left PSV Eindhoven and is joining RB Leipzig on loan from PSG for 1 year. Now, to be honest, this situation is just so confusing. It took me like 10 minutes to figure it all out. So basically, PSG bought Xavi Simons for 6 million euros from PSV Eindhoven. And then on that same day that they bought him, they decided to loan him out to RB Leipzig for 1 year. Now, obviously, this is great for PSG because they got Xavi Simons at only 6 million euros, and with the incredible season that he had last year in the Eredivisie, 19 goals and 8 assists, he was one of the best players in that league. To get him for only 6 million is absolutely incredible. I think over the next year with RB Leipzig, he will have another fantastic season and his price will go up even more. And when he comes back to PSG, realistically, they're probably going to sell him for a ridiculous amount, much more expensive than he is right now. And for that reason, I think that this is a great transfer by PSG, and I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Next up, some more action from RB Leipzig as they have signed Llouis Openda from Lens for approximately 42 million euros on a 5-year contract. This is an incredible signing by RB Leipzig because Openda had a breakout season last year with Lens, getting 21 goals and 4 assists in only 29 starts for the team. That is an incredible scoring record. And obviously with Nkunku leaving RB Leipzig this summer to join Chelsea, Openda is going to be a perfect replacement for him. And I think that this is a great signing for RB Leipzig. I don't see any problems with it, and I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Next up, we head over to Italy as Noah Okafor is leaving Salzburg and joining AC Milan. AC Milan will have to pay a fee of around 14 million euros for the Swiss forward, and he will be joining them on a 5-year contract. In my opinion, this is a great signing by AC Milan. So far this summer, I think that they've made a few questionable signings, signing Pulisic and also Loftus-Cheek. And to be honest, those signings I wasn't a big fan of. I rated them both about a 7 out of 10. But this transfer I'm a big fan of. Okafor has shown his quality in the Austrian league, and I think that him going to AC Milan, obviously being a young striker, a very energetic striker, I honestly think that he will be a great help for AC Milan in the coming years. And 14 million euros is not a lot for a player of his quality. I think that he will help AC Milan much more than players like Pulisic or Loftus-Cheek. And for that reason, I'm going to give this transfer a 9 out of 10. Some more transfers from AC Milan as they have also signed Tijani Reinders from AZ Alkmaar. The two clubs have agreed on a 20 million euro fee plus add-ons, and Reinders will be joining AC Milan for the next 5 years. I think that this is another great signing by AC Milan because Reinders last season in the Eredivisie played amazing. Obviously his main position being the defensive midfield position. He scored 3 goals and also got 7 assists playing from that position. That is an incredible scoring record, obviously playing from a more defensive position. And obviously with AC Milan losing Sandro Tonali this summer as he's going to Newcastle, I think that Reinders will be a perfect replacement in that position. I think that this is another great signing by AC Milan, much better than some of their previous signings so far this summer, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Next up, Victor Boniface is leaving Union Saint-Gilloise and joining Bayer Leverkusen. Boniface will be joining Leverkusen for about 20 million euros, and the contract is set to expire in 2028, meaning that it will be a 5-year contract. Now, I've actually watched a good amount of Boniface last season in the Belgium A-League, and he actually played pretty well, getting 14 goal contributions in that league. He also had an amazing Europa League campaign. Obviously with Union getting very far in the competition, he got 7 goal contributions, which is absolutely insane for a young striker that he is. Obviously earlier in this video, I did talk about Moussa Diaby leaving Leverkusen, and I think that Boniface will be a perfect replacement as a great attacking threat for that team. And I think that this is another good transfer, and I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. The final transfer I have to talk about today is Arnaud Danjuma is joining Everton on a 1-year loan deal for about £3.6 million plus add-ons. Obviously, Danjuma was supposed to join Everton last season, but Tottenham hijacked that deal in the last few days and he ended up joining Tottenham on loan. Now, to be honest, he didn't really do that good at Tottenham, but he didn't have that much game time. Obviously, with Everton being a relegation team, to be fair, I think that he will get much more playing time than he did at Tottenham. I think that Danjuma is a great player. A few seasons ago, he played amazing with Villarreal, and even though maybe last season with Tottenham he didn't have the best season, I think this season he can really help Everton and increase their chances of surviving in the Premier League. So for that reason, I'm going to give this transfer an 8 out of 10. And those are all the transfers I have to talk about today in the 4th episode of Tuesday Transfer Talk. Within the last few weeks, there have been some incredible transfers, and the Mbappe situation is absolutely mind-blowing. It's crazy. No one knows what's going to happen with the best player in the world, Mbappe. If you guys think that he's going to leave PSG, let me know in the comments down below, and also let me know what you think about some of these transfers that I talked about this week. But for now, that's it for this video, and stay tuned for more.